Hi, everybody. It is Friday, May 15th. I was just about 5 minutes into my video, and Wadi called me trying to find the information so we could invoice for the gig we just did up in Napa. And as soon as he got me on the line and had me working for him, he goes, "Oh, I found it. It's okay." Whatever. My dear brother, it's he and I. It's so funny. There's a 4-day lapse coming up where Wadi's 4 days older than me. His birthday is on the 24th of May, 1947, and mine is the 28th of May, 1947. So for 4 days, I give him a lot of shit about being the old man, and then we're back to being us again. It's a lovely day outside today. It's overcast and kind of cooler, which is great. I've got Pinky, the mobile dog groomer, coming to the house to do the boys today, which will be good. And I'm going to do some yard work and just kind of getting things accomplished around here so that I can start a new project on Monday and not have to be thinking about other things, just focus completely on this project coming up. I was doing some errands this morning, listening to the radio while I was driving around, and something came on and it reminded me, brought me back to this project I'm going to talk about. I'm going back once again to my James Taylor days on this, and this is the album that we did called Dad Loves His Work back in 1981. And I've talked about this, I believe, in the past, but with so many records we did, it gets hard to remember which ones I've talked about or featured or played along with and things like that. I'll give you some credits on this, and then we're going to go ahead and play. Let me see if I've got this here. Hold on just a minute. We did this album at Record One. It was recorded by Val Garay, who I just did a project with a couple of weeks ago. So we're all still in touch and working together, which is great. He was assisted by Nico Bolas, who has gone on to be also one of the great engineer producers in the business. This was early in his career. We recorded this between September 5th and January 18th of 1980 to 81. Mastered by Doug Sachs and Mike Reese at the Mastering Lab, and it was produced by Peter Asher. Let me see what songs I was thinking about. Oh, hold on. This one is called Summer's Here. It was written by James, and let me find some credits on this. Electric guitar is Waddy Wachtel, who I was just talking to, and Dan Dugmore, who it was great to see Dan back at the Musicians Hall of Fame induction. Dan was there, and I got to see him. James on acoustic guitar, me on bass, drums and timbales are Rick Murata, Fender Rhodes and organ solo on this is Don Grolnick, Fingers Taylor on harmonica, and Peter Asher played shaker on this. So this is Summer's Here. Let's listen to some nice up music to start this.
Summer's here, I'm for that. I got my rubber stamp, got my straw hat, I got my cold beer, I'm just glad that it's here. Summer's here, that suits me fine. Yeah. It may rain today, 'cause I don't mind. It's my favorite time of the year, and I'm glad that it's here. Oh man, winter time it goes so slow. If it's 10 degrees below, you take your ice and snow and let my balmy breezes blow. Yeah, the water is cold, but I've been in. Baby, lose the laundry and jump on in. I mean, all God's children again. Oh man, in wintertime it goes so slow, 10 degrees below, you know. You can take your ice and snow, but let my balmy breezes blow. Summer's here, I'm for that. I got my rubber sands, got my straw hat, drinking cold beer. Man, I'm glad that it's here. It's my favorite time of the year, and I'm glad that it's here. Yeah.
So good. I missed Grolnick. God, I loved working with Don. He was such a treat to spend so many years with. You know, we lost him. We lost a big one. That's for sure. Here's one called Believe It or Not. Let me get writer's credit on this one. Again, this is James writing on this one. And this is Waddy on electric guitar, James on acoustic guitar, Dan Dugmore on pedal steel, me on bass, Rick Murata, drums and percussion, and Fender Rhodes is Don Grolnick. So, Believe It or Not. And this is from James Taylor's Dad Loves His Work album, 1981.
Believe it or not, I've been waiting for you to come through. Love of my life, believe it or not, I've been waiting for you to come through. Love of my life, though the hour grew later and later, I would hold on for one more heartbeat, while my friends around me were calling, today, 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 today. As strange as it seems, I remember your face from before. Believe it or not, before you and I were washed up on this alien shore. As strange as that seems, though the hour grew later and later, still I'd hold on for one more heartbeat, while my friends around me were calling, today, 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 today. The world seems brighter, light and bright and right somehow. I could not have held on tighter, waiting for the past to come to pass. No, no. Once in a dream, I've seen myself through your eyes. This you should know. Wade in the stream that flows in between you and I. daydream. Though the hour grows later and later, I would hold on for one more heartbeat, while my friends around me were calling. Today, 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 today.
Just great songs. God, great songs. One more here. This is called Sugar Trade. And this one, though, we have as writers on this one is James and Jimmy Buffett and Tim Mayer. You can really feel Buffett's influence on this one. And on this one, this was really a simple track. Acoustic guitar and bass harmonica are James, Don Grolnick on organ, and me on bass on this. So here we go, Sugar Trade.
Now back when this earth was a silver blue jewel, and back when your grandfather's fathers were young, men of these shores made and gave up their lives, pulling up fish from the sea.
Great imagery.
While down in the African slavery trade, stealing young men to cut sugar cane, from to New Bedford and codfish from Maine. They were building a wall that will always remain. Oh, the crown and the cross, the musket and the chain, the white man's religion, the family name. 200 years later, and who is to blame? The captain or the cargo, or the juice of the sugar cane? The dory man, he knows when the riptide will run. He sets out his nets and he waits in the sun. He thinks of his family and drinks of his rum, and he waits for the codfish to come. It's the same goddamned ocean that keeps them alive. It will swallow you up, it will let you survive. It will heal you and steal you and take you away, like a note in a bottle with nothing to say. Now back when this earth was a silver blue jewel, back when your grandfather's fathers were young, men of these shores made and gave up their lives, pulling up fish from the sea.
Man, I mean, just the imagery in songs like that is so incredible. You close your eyes, like Mill Worker or any of those. You just close your eyes and you can really see this whole scenario that's created. And the beauty of those records was we were all just in the studio together, just feeding off of each other, watching each other, breathing together. It was just the best of times, I'll tell you. Well, I'm going to get going. I got lots to do today. I'm sure you do too. So you're not going to sit here and listen to me ramble on. So I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to get going. Talk to you later. Bye.